meaning like your family's a part of it. It's something you want to understand. And if you are on the other side and you've partaken in it, you can't expect people not to be off their rockers when people are dying trying to cross the burning sands. I saw a guy on social media that's a part of Divine Nine. He said people need to stop speaking on it if you're not a part of it, and that's just insane to say because I don't even think your organization will want you saying something like that with a person that's died behind this. I mean, at the end of the day, there was death. He's not coming back. This isn't a TV show where a character dies. This is a human life. And we don't know what his gift to this earth was going to be because he was so young. We don't know what God's plan was with him. So to say something like that, I think was very distasteful. But I understand the emotion and the attack because anybody that's crossed, people may look at you a little sideways and think, well, what did you do to somebody, when they were being initiated? But you got to understand the origin of things. And I just speak from what I would tell my son or my daughter. I would just tell them, like, you need to really be educated on what you're pursuing. You need to look up the origin. You have to understand you're taking the oath. And when you take an oath, that's a very serious matter. That's a very, you don't just take oaths loosely. And when you take an oath, it ain't no coming back from that. You can denounce all you want. And because there's people that's denounced from these organizations. And that conversation should make you wonder, like, what's taking place, as to why, these people denounced years later. It just creates conversation. Uh something apparently is very sinister with some of these people what they're experiencing, and then other people they're like, I don't know what these people be talking about. I don't know what they're going through because I didn't experience that. So maybe it's about who's on the line. Maybe it's about what school you go to, or maybe it's the organization that you're pledging. Maybe it's certain organizations you don't need to dive into because you're not that type of person, or maybe the type of person you are, you need to be very particular on what you pledge. And you have to understand, you're taking an oath with this, and you have to understand also there's legacy behind these letters. There's hundreds of years behind this stuff, and blood was shed, and um monuments in certain communities were shifted because of people a part of these